This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Prime in association with Micromax.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Startup Wednesday, your one-stop show for all the latest in India's buzzing startup space. Technology has transformed our classrooms in many ways. Smart boards, online and distance learning. There's so much available for the modern student. And startups are now trying their luck in the EdTech space as well. Real-time book updates, online tutoring, edutainment, or even online test preparation. And that's what we're looking at on the show today, startups in the education space and how they are using technology to transform the way India learns. Many players in the EdTech startup space are leaning towards personalization of education, where learning is tailor-made to suit a student's requirements. Bangalore-based Vedantu is one of them. My colleague Mrinali Fernandez caught up with the founders. Take a look.
Purnima Lodha is a 2014 graduate from IIT Bhubaneswar with an MTech degree in mathematics and computing. She's currently a teaching consultant in Bangalore. Purnima always liked teaching and wanted to continue with it as a part-time job. She discovered Vedantu 2 years ago and now tutors students from class 5 to the IIT JEE level.
I learned a lot of things about how I should be explaining things, how to make it more clear, how does the other person perceive it, and it helps me everywhere actually. Even in the corporate world, I try to use that experience. The whole concept is very, very great. It's first of all very, very convenient. That would be the first thing that I would say. As I work also somewhere, so I know like we have to go somewhere and then do this, and this I can just sit and leisurely do it. So that's the most convenient thing. That way even my mind is more free. I can devote more and more knowledge, whatever I have, to the child.
And it isn't just Purnima who finds Vedantu convenient. Nikita, an 18-year-old student from Bangalore's AECS Magnolia, needed some help revising her subjects, but didn't want to travel to a tuition class. She came across Vedantu in December 2015 and has been a regular ever since.
The best part about it is, they have a whiteboard and they display everything, the picture and how it works. They tell us everything and they give us questions and they make you solve, and it's more like the person is sitting in front of you and teaching you. That's the best part of it. It was very, very helpful because I did not have time to travel very far and in this traffic and everything and go to tuitions. So when I took this, it was very convenient because I had to sit in my house and then take tuitions.
Purnima and many others like her are teachers by choice, and Nikita is one of thousands of students they teach daily via Vedantu, an online tutorial service. The journey of Vedantu began almost a decade ago when IIT graduates Vamsi Krishna, Pulkit Jain, Saurabh Saxena and Anand Prakash got together in 2005. In April 2014, they started developing a product, and 6 months later, Vedantu was live.
We bring the best quality tutors from across the country, and we provide the convenience for students and parents to connect with them online. So they can find the best tutors for math, science, languages and other subjects on Vedantu.com, connect with them, talk to them and actually learn from them on a long-term basis. So book sessions, take classes online for their various requirements ranging from school tuitions. If somebody wants to have maths tuitions online, they can come to Vedantu. If somebody wants to take a course on computer science, take a course on Android, take a course on English, they can come to Vedantu. So the idea is to provide best quality tutors at an affordable price through the convenience of an online platform.
IIT graduates themselves, the founders had been exposed to the grind that the IIT JEE preparation can be. Post-graduation, they started mentoring and helping other students prepare for IIT exams. This led to the birth of Lakshya, a competitive exam coaching center that they sold off in 2012. The group then looked for a solution that was more scalable and accessible. The current teaching system, according to the founders, is institutionalized and generalized. And Vedantu's vision is to democratize and personalize education.
One of the quintessential things we want to solve at Vedantu is personalization. Second big aspect is institutionalization. We really believe that instead of an institute trying to control what has to be taught at what sequence and in what way, we should take a step back and let teachers themselves decide, because they are the ones who are interacting with the students. So the second big aspect which we really want to bring forth is democratization, in which every teacher is free not just to engage a student, but also probably set his own pace, set his own curriculum, content, what he wants to teach, his style of teaching, and not just that, even financially, set his own price.
The company uses an in-house platform, Wave, short for Whiteboard, Audio and Video Technology, to enable live learning and interaction between students and teachers. Vedantu even kept in mind potential bandwidth problems. Their technology can be used in places where the bandwidth drops down to as low as 256 kbps.
We wanted to replicate the offline behavior, but make it more better, make it more personalized, and we wanted to bridge the gap between a person sitting in, for example, a part of the world and another sitting in another part of the world, and both being able to teach and learn like I and you sitting across the table. So this is exactly what this Wave technology does. Using this, a teacher and a student both can talk to each other in real time. They both can see each other. They both can write as if they are writing on a shared notebook between them.
Axel Partners and Tiger Global led a $5 million funding in Vedantu in May last year. Vedantu is one among several players striving towards offering personalized education like Tutor Vista, Merit Nation and so on. But the team at Vedantu believe that their main competition is the offline tutoring space, and it is that behavior they are looking to disrupt.
So the model of Vedantu, which revolves around the marketplace of teachers model, and that I would say is the most unique part about Vedantu. And I would say this, we're the first ones in the category to be really doing this. And when I say marketplace of teachers model, the amazing potential which it has is, it's not just converts the so-called offline teachers into online teachers, but actually enables people like you and me, housewives, retired professors, teachers, recent mothers, actually they are coming on the platform and teaching. So in a sense, we are creating teachers, and that is the uniqueness of the model.
From online tutoring, we move to another startup that focuses on a student's individual attention, but this time via a mobile platform. All of us use Twitter and WhatsApp on a daily basis. But what if you could get answers to a tricky calculus problem or even a chemistry equation in the same way? Well, that's what the founders of Bangalore-based HashLearn are hoping to do, provide on-demand tutoring by imbibing elements of social networking.
17-year-old Shiv Kumar from Bangalore has recently completed his 12th board exams in April this year. A science student from AECS Magnolia Public School, Shiv Kumar needed help with math and chemistry, especially during his summer holidays. Like many of his peers, Shiv Kumar took to tuition classes, but was still left feeling dissatisfied. That's when a friend recommended the HashLearn app.
From December, actually, I had holidays and I used to not go to school and not meet teachers and stuff. So, whenever I had doubts, so I could, get it cleared instantly using the app. So it won't be, like a backlog. It's been very helpful, it's been like a study companion and will be until I get into college. So whenever I have my doubt, I get cleared instantly.
HashLearn Now is an app that connects students with tutors for private sessions any time of the day. The app enables students to instantly connect with reputed tutors from IITs, BITS and other leading institutions round the clock for help in solving problems, understanding concepts or clearing doubts. It currently caters to classes 8 to 12 and covers physics, chemistry, math and soon biology.
HashLearn Now, the way it works is, let's say you have a doubt. You're trying to tackle something in integral calculus, right? So you bring up the app and you say, okay, you take a picture of the particular question that you're having a problem with, and I need a tutor for this. So you click on the Find a Tutor button, and within about 30-40 seconds, we connect you to a tutor. You get into a WhatsApp-like chat, right? And in that chat, you get your doubt cleared or your question answered by a tutor, or by having a conversation. And in the chat, you will be able to exchange things like, doodles or pictures, or you can type text.
HashLearn.com went live in December 2014. Co-founder and CEO Jaidev Gopalkrishnan is a serial entrepreneur with almost 15 years of experience in education and mobile. His co-founder and CTO, Gokul Janga, worked in San Francisco Bay Area for 7 years and later returned to India to head Aventel, a Seattle-based network product company. Together, the duo are looking to disrupt the way the coaching industry works in India by imbibing elements of social networking.
When you think of e-commerce, you have big brands that come to your mind. When you think of transportation, you have huge brands that come to your mind. But when you think of education, you sort of start thinking about multiple brands, right? So there is no one single brand that makes the connection between the educator and the student happen. And this, in spite of education being the second largest spend in most countries around the world after healthcare. So for something that is so significant, we saw this opportunity to build a large brand which makes the connection between the educator and the student happen.
A 2013 study by the Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India showed that including primary and high school students who take help from private tutors, the overall coaching market is a 1.5 lakh crore rupee industry in India. And while the coaching industry is dominated by offline players, the number of companies in the e-learning segment is rising. And both Jaydev and Gokul believe that mobile is definitely the next step in the tutoring space.
A smartphone penetration, a whole generation of young learners for whom the first access to the internet or any form of content has been the mobile phone, and the fact that you now have a whole culture developing where parents are comfortable with these concepts as well, right? So timing wise, that's the reason why we see a lot of people entering the education space.
The founders claim the response to the HashLearn Now app has been phenomenal. And while startups like HashLearn are making progress in the online tutoring space in India, it is not without its own share of challenges. While the offline space is changing, startups and entrepreneurs feel it isn't changing fast enough.
Education as such, right, it's pretty vast. People understand the need for it. That's why there's a lot of money behind it, right? But at the same time, not much has actually changed till now, right? You have schools, a fixed curriculum that doesn't change that frequently, right? You have an industry that expects something, and then there is a huge gap between what people actually learn at school and what the industry expects, right? You have a lot of exams that students are having to complete, right? So those things have not changed much, right? The emphasis on physical schools, right? All that will get disrupted, but the process for various reasons seems to be slow.
In March this year, HashLearn raised funds from top-notch investors including Flipkart co-founder Bini Bansal, Ola co-founder Bhavish Agarwal, Google India head Rajan Anandan and People Group founder Anupam Mittal. The undisclosed funds raised will be used for building categories and product besides marketing.
Time for a quick break. You don't go anywhere. There's lots more on the other side.